All right, so it's 7 o'clock. We've got a couple more minutes here. Hope everyone's having a good evening. It is Thursday. Don't ask me the date. I don't even know what month we're in. Um, so I'm going to give it a second here, and what we're doing is I'm going to be delving into old reactions and try to figure out the meanings of the songs a little bit better because I suck at understanding songs on first listens. Not my thing. If you guys have seen any of our videos, you'll know that I'm usually all about the music and I really don't care about the lyrics right away. And usually takes me a couple of listens before I can go ahead and understand the song. So what I've done is I've chosen a few songs that I'll be doing this little live stream with, calling it the meaning. And so we're going to dig deeper. And today on our episode, we're going to be doing Kanye West. We're going to be doing Kanye West's Power. So I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes. I've made some notes. Today about the song, so I wouldn't keep you guys waiting too long. All right. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to analyze and dissect Kanye West's Power. So it looks like we're getting a few new viewers. Anyhow, this will be up on our channel, so you will be able to stream it afterwards. I believe. I hope. We're. So if you're just watching and you're new to the channel, this is a side thing. If you guys are familiar, we've done about 185 videos on reactions, so we'll call the Honest Reaction channel. This is going to be kind of like a little side project of mine, and I'm calling it The Meaning, a deeper listen. So the whole purpose of it is to get a better understanding and analyze the songs deeper because unfortunately I'm not very good at that on first listens. And it has insulted some people, and I get it. I mean, the songs like Kendrick Lamar and Kanye, they've obviously got stuff to say. And if I'm not getting it properly, if I'm not understanding, or I'm making a joke even because I like to joke, but I don't even know what I'm joking. Like I'm not joking about the actual song. It's something funny I said, and sometimes the timing's bad, and so I decided that I would do this side project show. I won't do every song. Um, like I won't do every song we react to. I'm not going to do a special live stream for it. I want them to be kind of significant, kind of important songs. I want to thank everyone, all our subscribers. As we speak right now, I believe we're 28 subscribers away from 1,000, which is just really awesome. It was a goal I set for the channel, and I'm really happy that we'll get there. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean we're going to be monetized. It doesn't mean anything like that. But just the goal of setting something and finishing it for me is super important. So thank you very much, everyone, for that. So 28 away. Who will be the 1,000th? That'll be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. So please keep subscribing and liking and tell your friends and stuff. Let's just get there like before Saturday. If you guys aren't familiar, in the description afterwards, I will go ahead and put the link to the reaction that we did. I believe it was just me by myself back then. It wasn't Banger Mom. So it's an older reaction and the quality is like terrible. I think it was the second video that I did starting the reaction channel. So out of like 100, nearly 190, that was the second one. Let's dive into Power by Kanye West. So essentially this afternoon, I listened to the song. I can't put it on right now because obviously copyright issues. I can listen to it, but I'm not going to do that today. But I do have a vision of having a kind of interactive listening without YouTube hearing that we're listening. So you would be listening to the song at the same time as me. There is a delay with this, so it's kind of difficult to do, but I'm going to try to master that where we can listen to the song. You can listen from your own home on your own Spotify. I can listen here and you just follow along. But for now, you guys know the song. You guys know it better than me. And so here we go. So I listened to it this afternoon and and I got to say that I went and looked over at my chill factor for the reaction, and we had put it as a 3 out of 5 as a chill factor, and um, I'm in agreement with that number still after even listening to it. I enjoyed the song more though, but still, I think the 3 out of 5 is the right way to go. So I pulled up the lyrics, and I went through them all. I got to say, some of it is hard to even understand on first looking visually. I'm listening to it and I'm reading it, and it was still hard to understand on the fly. So I went with Genius for help. A lot of it, when I was reading, was good. So um, at first glance, like when I read it over quickly, at first glance, all I thought was, man, does Kanye truly believe he's the best? Like he really believes it, and therefore he is, right? Like in his mind, anyway, he is, and that's what I got a lot out of it on first take. I'm talking like I didn't go through Genius or anything. I just kind of read it, and I was like, I caught on a few parts. I'm looking at it now. I'm living in the 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. So yeah, so essentially, right off the top, I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to me. Do it better than anyone you ever seen do it. So obviously, that's what he's saying, and obviously, I think that's something in a lot of his songs, from what I'm noticing, and a lot of rap in general. We've noticed that they always seem to have to say that they rank up there. That it's like it's a leaderboard, and you got to get up there. There's Kendrick, there's Drake, there's Kanye, and then the others, and everyone's trying. Like J. Cole, he's up there too. But and at first glance as well, I was a little bit perplexed because I looked at who wrote the song, and there's a bunch of singers on this song, but there was two names that kind of I was really surprised to hear. There was Robert Fripp. I had heard that name before, and Greg Lake. So I was like, what? I was like, I know those names, and they didn't. It doesn't almost make sense that they would be combined together. I think Robert Fripp, right, was from King Crimson. So I went looking deeper and found out that there's a song, obviously called "21st Century Schizoid Man," and it's a sample of King Crimson that you hear in the song. So that's right off the bat. I think somebody might have mentioned that back in the day, but that's awesome right off the top. Uh, I always thought that Kanye had an influence of kind of a heaviness, like being a metalhead. I always found that his beats are thumping and they've got an edge, and I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye ever got into like did an album and made it heavy. Like he's always kind of evolving, changing, or at least collaborating with a heavy band or something. So we did listen. We did listen. What was it? Kanye and 30 Seconds to Mars. I don't know if that was a person that did that mix and did it, but together. But there's a song Hurricane, and Kanye is in the song with 30 Seconds to Mars, which is with the actor Jared Leto. So anyway, so if you guys have a chance to listen to that, it is on our channel. Pretty cool song. Pretty cool song. Um, so yeah, so obviously that's cool to have that influence of old 1970s metal in there. It's a song called in the debut album "In the Court of Crimson King." That's the debut album, I guess, for King Crimson. It's a prog rock band, really awesome. So yeah, so I'm living in the 21st century, doing something mean to it to do it better than anyone you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero needs a Steam music. Like this is really cool. Now that I had the chance to listen to it, I really like it. So no one. So we go into the chorus. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking. I just count the hours. Stop tripping. I'm tripping off the power. 21st century skin. Shit. I don't know how you pronounce that. 21st century skids. Oh man, it's really cool. Really cool. And what stands out the most out of those lyrics is for me anyway is the clock's ticking. I'm just counting the hours. Um, I've met people that don't seem to be bothered by time at all. It just seems to be like, life is just going on. And then some people are really worried about time. And I fit into one of those that box because I'm definitely always thinking ahead and I shouldn't. I should be more in the moment. And but that was a really, I thought, interesting lyrics. No one man should have that power. Verse one, the system is broken, the schools are closed, the prison's open. We ain't got nothing to lose, motherfucker. We rolling, huh? Motherfucker, we rolling. With some light skinned girls and some Kelly Rollins. So again, I'm new to this genre. I don't know some of these names. I don't understand some of the expressions. So I had to go dig deep and find out who Kelly Rollins is, right? And the system is broken. The school is broken. What I took note of that is that the government continues to close down schools while keeping plenty of prisons open. At least that's what Genius is saying it's about. And yeah, absolutely. It's a good interpretation, I think. As a result, the lower class kids grow up to be criminals, the way they put it, from a lack of good schooling. It says here if the government kept schools open to teach the kids, less will grow up to fill the prisons, and prisons will become less abundant. So if that's what Kanye is going for, I absolutely understand, and that was a good interpretation on Genius, is where I got that, and so I understand better. But I kind of got that reading through it. So, but the Kelly Rollins thing is interesting. Like, who's Kelly Rollins to me, right? So I'm like, I don't know. So I put a note here to look her up. So I'm going to go look her up again. So Kelly Rollins, I believe, is a Destiny's Child. Is that where she is? Let's see. Yeah, so Rollins, an American singer songwriter from Destiny's Child. All right. And so I went to look deeper after that to try to find out why he would refer to her in those lyrics. Like, why would they put her name and not somebody else's? It seems it was something to do about, because he mentions light-skinned girls and some Kelly Rollins. Like, was Kelly Rollins the darker of the two other girls? So I'm going to go look at that because that's what I had read the interpretation as. Um, so just so I'm not wrong here, Kelly Rollins. Here we go. So I'm on right now on Genius, and so tell me if this is right or not. Kelly Rowland, popular known Destiny's Child alongside Michelle Williams and Beyonce Knowles. It says here she is a darker skinned woman compared to Beyonce and Michelle. Kanye is basically means he is with both lighter skinned and darker skinned girls. So that's what he's saying in the lyrics. Um, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to think about that. I know that reading some J Cole lyrics, he had mentioned something about a light coloredness, and different colors, and that's a big deal. And you see, it's something I never knew, and something I never even thought of. And so within the black culture, supposedly that's a thing, to be lighter skinned and dark. So that's super interesting to learn, and that's why I did this channel, right? Like, to find out these things. So he goes on to say, in this white man world, we the chosen ones. So good night, cruel world. I'll see you in the morning. I'll see you in the morning. This is way too much I need. So he refers to the white guy controlling the industry more or less, and he's not sure. He's not sure when it's all going to end. So that's what I get out of it. A lot of it is it's pretty crazy. So where where it really gets cool, I think, is the chorus where I said I'd go back to it. No one man should have all that power. So I looked that up because I was like, what kind of power? Like Kanye's power? Like he shouldn't be on like the top. He's the top, so he's all that power. So the song, and then the verse too. This is where it's fun because I never saw the SNL skit. Um, I guess that where he gets in trouble because he refers to it in the lyrics. So fuck SNL and the whole cast. Tell them Yeezy said they can kiss my whole ass. More specifically, they can kiss my asshole. I'm an asshole. You got jokes. So I went to look, and then it's funny because as it goes, my furs are Mongolian, my ice brought the goalies in. I'm embody every characteristic of the egotistic. He knows he's so fucking gifted. I just needed time alone with my own thoughts. It was funny because I was like, well, what's going on with SNL? Something to do about the performance where he changed the lyrics. He changed the lyrics to a song. I'm not sure if it was to fits the cast or to go against what they wanted. Um, but I've never seen the skit, so I have notes that I should have gone to go see it, and I didn't. So I still haven't seen that. But supposedly he refers to what's his name, Lorne Michaels, the creator or the boss of Saturday Night Live. Here he refers to him as the Napoleon. So yeah, so Lorne Michaels, he runs SNL, and he's like a super powerful guy, and I guess the Napoleon complex is generally, an inferior. I can't even say that word. Inferiority. How do you say that? I can't even say it. Anyway, it's a complex. When you got short people, and they're like the boss, and they're like top notch. So I guess he might be referring to Lorne Michaels as that, and thus he's also calling the cast of Saturday Night Live inferior, which I have to be honest, I don't like it either. I don't like the cast of Saturday Night Live. I never liked Saturday Night Live, but everyone's got their own opinion. but his is always strong, right? Kanye is always the strong. Um, so it says here that Kanye used a hockey metaphor to explain that he has so much ice, which is diamonds, supposedly. He's got so much diamonds that he needs people to protect it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It says here that in my notes that the original cut of Power became famous in part of Kanye's stinging diss of NBC's flagship company, Saturday Night Live. So when it was announced that Kanye would be performing the SNL on SNL, everyone got giddy, with in anticipation and to hear his rhymes and stuff. Instead, he replaced the verse with an alternate version. So he said the bars are probably no longer relevant to the Yee. So, man, so he performed a different version on SNL, and I guess that pissed him off. I'm not sure. And obviously, he's done stuff with Taylor Swift, so he's definitely a person that I like. I like that shit. I definitely like that shit. It says here I gave myself notes to go find the video, so I will look at that video. Uh, Supposedly the lyrics where it says "My furs are Mongolian, my ice brought the goalies in," is a reference to Genghis Khan, the Mongolian conqueror. Supposedly, he can, I guess Kanye compares himself to one of the greatest conquerors. I mean, I don't know. In human history, that's pretty high up there. That's a big ego. So what I've learned though, like if you're listening to a slow song or I don't know, usually a song flows and the message is like throughout. Here it's kind of spotty in my opinion. It's like it's I'm the best, I'm on the top. Okay, then I'm talking to you about my Saturday Night Live bit because I'm on the top, I'm the best, I should be whatever. And then he goes on to something else in verse 3. He even refers to like Colin Powell, who was a general in the military, and Austin Powers at one point in the lyrics. Um, Rap Genius says that's probably most likely referring to the incident which he declared George Bush. That video out there where he's standing with Mike Myers. It's kind of funny, and that's the kind of stuff I like about him. That is the stuff I like about Kanye. I've always liked people who like push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here if we're not pushing the envelope? And so, like Axl Rose was a big fan of mine growing up, or even Hustler magazine's Larry Flint. If you've watched that movie, all these personalities are strong. They're assholes, but they definitely stay true to their word and they stay true to it. So Kanye is really cool. So where he refers to Colin Powell and Austin Powers, supposedly it's because Colin Powell, being black, wasn't supportive of the black. He was more of a helping the white out. So kind of that reference there. I just needed some time alone with my thoughts, got treasures in my mind, but couldn't open up my own vault. My childlike creativity, purity, and honesty is honestly being crowded by these grown thoughts. Supposedly, this might be something about the VMA incident after his mother's passing. So Kanye was obviously probably feeling kind of traumatized and felt a lot of pressure to live his life. And it says here that he would have had to think in a mature way, like be more mature since his mom was around, I guess. And he felt that his creativity was becoming compromised. At least that's what I think that means as well. And I still won't grow up. I'm a grown up. I'm a grown ass kid. Don't we all feel like that? Like, does anybody feel their age? Like, I'm 45 and I feel like I'm still like a 10-year-old. It's weird. Like, so Colin Powell, like I was saying, or it was the first African American to serve as a Secretary of State and was appointed by George W. Bush. So which perhaps questions his statement, the Bush doesn't care about black people. So that's in essence what he's talking about as well. And I'm getting a lot of that, like where the white man is essentially hired him, and he doesn't know how long it's going to be. He's going to stay on top, and he's got to keep changing and evolving. And at least that's what some of them are saying. They refer to Lost in Translation. Some people think that has to do with the movie with Bill Murray. I have no idea. Lost in Translation with a whole fucking nation. They say I was the abomination of Obama's nation. So obviously, when I read that, I was like, okay, what's going on with Obama? I'm like, something's going on. It is that Yee's haters say that he's a bad representation of black people. See, I didn't know that. Right off the top, I didn't know that. So haters. So the haters that don't like him think that he's whitey or something. I don't know. Like, is it? I guess that's what it is. I didn't know that. So this is what I'm liking about this part of the show, is that I'm able to just dig a little bit deeper. And don't get me wrong, you guys have totally um, given us so much information in your comments and stuff, and some of this we might have already known. Um, what I'm feeling, but like this is what's fun about it, is the learning. So these haters say that he has a bad representation of black people, whereas President Obama exemplifies what they should strive to be. This made me a reference to the time Obama called Kanye a jackass. So anyway, all in all, it's it's a lot of Kanye's ego. Yeah, I think that's all. I think checking out the notes here, you got the power to let the power go. 21st century shit, man, that's cool. You got the power to let power go. I enjoyed the song a lot. It still remains a 3 out of 5 on the chill factor for me. Um, yeah, I'm going to try to get better at this. Obviously, try to get better content. But yeah, as a start, I'm happy with it. Hope you guys are happy with it. Help me get to 1,000 followers, man. We're almost there. We're like 28 away. So I appreciate everyone watching, and please keep on commenting. I love that part. That's the best part of it. So I hope it's good. I mean, I'll just keep doing this, and hopefully you guys will keep watching and help me out if there's anything you guys think I could do better. Obviously, lighting and all that stuff. But I have fun with this. So, and yeah, so I'm gonna end it here. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And I'll keep doing this once in a while, maybe once a week. And yeah, keep reacting on our channel. Don't forget to go look. There'll be links to our honest reaction channel if you're not familiar with it. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to the 1,000 followers on honest reactions. So if you haven't clicked subscribe, please do, man. Thank you very much, everyone. This has been awesome. I've enjoyed Kanye West's power. So stay tuned for more. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Metal Dad out.